Okay, so if you have a Shopify store and you are trying to sell on TikTok Shop, at some point you ran into this problem. You add a product on Shopify. You go to TikTok Shop. You have to add it again. Then the inventory changes. You fix it on Shopify. TikTok is still showing the wrong number. Someone orders on TikTok. You have no idea until you check TikTok Seller Center manually. You fulfill it there. Nothing syncs back to Shopify. It is a mess. And I know because I was in it. So I found this app called TikTok Shop Integration by SPL, built for Shopify badge. 4.9 stars, 801 reviews, and I have been running it for a while now on a real store. In this video, I am going to walk you through every single feature inside this app. How to connect your shop, how to sync products, how orders come in, how inventory updates, returns, the AI tools, multi-shop, everything. This is the video I wish I had before I started. Let me just be specific about what goes wrong when you try to manage Shopify and TikTok Shop separately, because each of these problems costs you real money. Problem 1. Overselling. You have 10 units left. You sell 7 on Shopify. TikTok does not know. Someone orders more than 3 on TikTok. You now have to cancel and eat the cancellation rate penalty. TikTok Shop penalizes sellers for high cancellation rates. Your visibility drops. Problem 2. Duplicate product management. Every product you create on Shopify has to be manually re-entered on TikTok with the correct category, weight, size, attributes. Miss a required field, the listing fails, and you do not always get a clear error message. Problem 3. Order chaos. TikTok orders come in through TikTok Seller Center. Shopify has no idea, so your fulfillment, your shipping, your tracking, all disconnected. You are doing double entry every day. Problem 4. You are leaving a massive audience untouched. TikTok Shop is one of the fastest growing e-commerce channels right now. If your products are not on it, or they are on it but badly synced, you are missing sales that your competitors are getting. That is what this app solves. Let me show you how. In order to completely sync your TikTok Shop, you'll need to complete these 4 steps. Click the Connect to TikTok Shop button. If your TikTok Shop is in the US, choose the first option. Otherwise, select the global option that applies to you. You'll be redirected to an authorization page. Set up your currency and region. Ensure your TikTok Shop details match your Shopify market. Select the appropriate Shopify market. If you're unable to find the market, click here to add a new market. In TikTok Shop, set up the currency and language to keep everything aligned. Connect your warehouse. To sync your Shopify inventory, you'll need at least one warehouse set up in your TikTok Shop. Choose the warehouse you wish to connect. If you don't have any connected warehouses, click here and you'll be redirected to TikTok, where you can add a warehouse. Decide whether to select a specific location or all locations. For now, let's go with all locations to keep it simple. Your Shopify inventory is now synced with your TikTok Shop warehouse. In the last step, set up your product dimensions and weight. To ensure a smooth shopping experience, we'll configure these details. This step is crucial because if any Shopify product lacks dimensions or weight, our app will automatically use the values you specify here. Finally, select the plan that best suits your needs and continue. That's it. You're all set to unleash the full potential of your TikTok Shop with Shopify. Here are your Shopify products, pulled directly from your store. The first column shows you the product image and name, then price, inventory, Shopify status, and the current TikTok sync status. Products that have not been synced yet show as not synced. Products that are live on TikTok show their status. This is your control center for everything that goes from Shopify to TikTok. To sync a product, you select it and hit Sync to TikTok. The first thing TikTok asks for is a category. Every product on TikTok has to be categorized correctly in TikTok's own category tree. This matters because it determines which attributes are required, what kind of buyers find your product, and how it ranks in TikTok Shop search. Once you pick a category, the app shows you the required attributes for that category. These asterisked fields are mandatory. If you leave one blank, the product will not sync. SPL has an AI tool built in that optimizes your product listings for TikTok. Click Optimize on a product, and the AI reads your existing product data, title, description, category, and attributes, and rewrites it to perform better on TikTok search. It considers TikTok-specific language, keyword relevance for the category, and content quality standards. For most stores, you are not syncing one product at a time. You are pushing your whole catalog. Select all, hit bulk sync, and SPL queues everything and starts processing. You can watch the status update in real time. Products move from pending to synced as they go through. For a catalog of a few hundred products, this typically completes in a few minutes. One thing I find really useful is the Power Editor. Your Shopify product description is written for your website. Your TikTok listing needs to speak differently, shorter, punchier, with different keywords, because TikTok search works differently from Google. The Power Editor lets you customize your TikTok listing directly inside the app. Change the title, rewrite the description, tweak the price, update the images, all without touching your Shopify product or logging into TikTok Seller Center. Here is where it gets smarter. If you have a large catalog, manually picking a TikTok category for every single product is not realistic. Category templates let you set rules once. You tell SPL any product tagged men's shoes maps to TikTok's fashion category. Once the rule is set, every new product that matches it gets mapped automatically when you sync. You set it up once and it runs every time. This section is the one that stops overselling. Under Settings, Product Settings, you get the Auto Sync panel. These toggles control what gets automatically updated on TikTok whenever something changes in Shopify. Inventory is the most critical one. Turn that on, and the moment a Shopify order comes in and reduces your stock, TikTok Shop sees the update in real time. No lag, no manual update, no mismatch. You can also sync price changes automatically. Change the price on Shopify, and it updates on TikTok. If you run a sale or change a variant price, TikTok reflects it without you logging into Seller Center. Same for product status. If you archive a product on Shopify, the TikTok listing goes inactive. If you reactivate it, TikTok updates. This is the kind of automation that sounds small, but saves a significant amount of time once your catalog grows. This is where TikTok orders come into Shopify. The orders section in SPL shows you every order that came in from TikTok, pulled into one dashboard, so you do not have to jump between Shopify and TikTok Seller Center to manage your day. Each order shows the Shopify order, TikTok order ID, the customer name, created at, order value, order status, tracking information, cancel reasons, and the actions. SPL mirrors TikTok's own order status system, so you always know exactly where an order is. Unfulfilled means the order is paid and waiting for you to ship. Awaiting collection means it is confirmed and ready for you to fulfill. In transit is interesting. These are orders where something is paused, usually payment verification on TikTok's side. Delivered means tracking has been added. Completed is done, and canceled speaks for itself. The key thing is that all of this is live. SPL pulls the status from TikTok in real time, so you are never looking at stale data. To fulfill an order, find the order in SPL order section, hit Fulfill on TikTok, confirm it, and SPL sends the fulfillment status to TikTok. Quick, done. No need to open TikTok Seller Center. For dropshipping, orders will come into Shopify. Your supplier will fulfill them, and the fulfillment status will update in Shopify so you can track everything from there. There are a couple of customization options worth knowing about. You can choose to auto-import on-hold TikTok orders into Shopify as draft orders. This reserves the inventory before the order is officially confirmed, which prevents someone else buying those units in the window between TikTok accepting the order and it becoming actionable. You can also add an order name prefix, so instead of just seeing order numbers, your TikTok-sourced orders in Shopify show a label like TT at the front, making them instantly identifiable in your order list. The settings section is where you configure how the sync actually behaves. Let me walk through the important ones. Pricing rules let you set a different price on TikTok than on Shopify automatically. You might want TikTok prices to be 5% higher to cover TikTok's commission fees. Or you might want to discount TikTok prices by 10% to be competitive on that platform. Set a fixed amount or a percentage adjustment. Set a rounding rule so prices land on clean numbers, and every product syncs to TikTok at the adjusted price. No manual price editing per product. Before TikTok can accept your shipments, your carriers need to be matched between Shopify and TikTok's system. SPL gives you a clear drop-down to select your Shopify carrier and pair it with the TikTok-approved equivalent. If your carrier is not matched correctly, tracking numbers will not sync. TikTok requires every product to be associated with a warehouse location. Even if you do not have a physical warehouse, you need a virtual one set up in TikTok Seller Center and connected here in SPL. This links your Shopify inventory location to TikTok's system so it knows where products are shipping from. SPL walks you through this in the onboarding, and the Help Center has a clear guide if you get stuck on it. Here is where SPL pulls ahead for any seller operating in multiple markets. You can connect multiple TikTok shops to one Shopify store. On the Pro plan, you get 2 TikTok shops. Enterprise gives you 5. Switch between shops using the drop-down at the top of the dashboard. Each shop can have its own product selection, its own pricing rules, its own inventory allocation. You are managing all of it from one Shopify admin. With an intra-EU TikTok shop, you can add and sell across multiple supported European markets, such as Germany, France, Ireland, and other eligible regions. You first need to add the available markets in TikTok Seller Center. Once enabled, they can be connected and managed through Shopify for product and order synchronization. Let me walk through the plans so you can pick the right one from the start. All plans come with a 7-day free trial except Enterprise, so you can test before committing. Starter at $9.99 a month. 1 TikTok shop, 250 products, 50 orders per month. Manual order import. If you are just getting started on TikTok and your volume is low, this is the entry point. Note that order import is manual at this tier, not automated. Basic at $19.99. 2,500 products, 200 orders per month. Auto updates kick in here, so product changes sync automatically, and you can map TikTok products back to Shopify products. This is where most growing stores will sit standard at $49.99. 10,000 products, 500 orders, pricing and fulfillment rules, multi-currency, intra-EU support, and filter category mapping. This is where you get the serious automation. If you are doing meaningful TikTok volume, this tier gives you the controls you need. Pro at $149.99. 2 TikTok shops, 30,000 products, 1,500 orders, inventory sync rules, sales channel integration, order import by TikTok warehouses. For multi-shop operations or high-volume sellers, Enterprise at $399.99. 5 TikTok shops, 200,000 products, 5,000 orders. If you are at this scale, you already know what you need. Quick rule of thumb: if you are just testing TikTok Shop, start on Starter. If TikTok becomes a real sales channel for you, Basic covers most needs. The moment you need pricing rules, multi-currency, or EU selling, Standard is the move. And when you are running 2 or more TikTok shops, Pro is built for you. Support is genuinely a strong point for SPL. The Help Center has detailed articles covering every feature we looked at today. But more importantly, the live chat is staffed by people who actually know the app. The reviews for this app mention support team members by name because people had good enough experiences to call out individuals. That is not normal for a Shopify app at this price point. If you get stuck, use the live chat. Based on what I have seen and what the reviews say, someone gets back to you quickly and actually solves the problem. So should you install it? Yes, if you are running a Shopify store and selling or planning to sell on TikTok Shop. The manual alternative, managing 2 platforms separately, does not scale. Every hour you spend copying products, updating inventory, and chasing order status is an hour you are not spending on marketing, on creating content, on growing. SPL removes that entire operational layer. The app is free to install. Start on the starter plan at $9.99. If you need order sync, run the 7-day free trial and see how the sync performs on your actual catalog. If it works for you, great. If it does not, you have lost nothing. Link is in the description. If you have questions about a specific setup, any scenario I did not cover, drop it in the comments and I will answer. And if this video saved you some time, subscribe. I do real app reviews for Shopify store owners who want to know what actually works before they install it. See you in the next one.